All right. This is where we get to the practical stuff that I love, the how you eat. And so I want to start with my number one lean eating tool that I start all my clients off with this. Once you master this, you're going to see really noticeable, drastic results in much sooner than you think while you eat whatever you want. So the secret is eating slowly. Now, by that, I mean eating your meals in about 20 minutes, right? Stretching it and taking 20 minutes to enjoy your food, to eat it better, and to relax while you do so. So this is essential for so many reasons. The biggest reason is going to be that eating slowly gives your stomach enough time to communicate with your brain. So you have these natural stretch receptors in your stomach. Now, back in the day, remember I told you with the food availability bias, the food scarcity bias. We'll talk about the food availability bias in an upcoming video. That people who can overeat would live longer, reproduce, and pass those genes on. They'd survive. So your stomach has adapted to be able to fit a lot of food in a short period of time, so you can actually overeat, have food for a fast or for a famine, and still survive. What that means in today's day and age, where we're inundated with sources of food, types of food, places that serve food, is that you eat slowly so your stomach can communicate better with your brain and say, I'm full, we don't need to keep eating, we're good, right? So how to eat slowly is very simple, right? Now, I love to use a timer. So I know people spend hundreds of dollars on fitness trackers, finding apps on their phone for the best fitness stuff, tracking their food, their steps, all that. All you need to do is use the clock app on your phone, set a timer, and find out how long your first meal is, right? Find out how long you eat an average meal. Now, when I started, it was about 13 minutes. It was blazing fast. Now, to do this, you can do it very simply. You can just add a minute onto each meal you eat afterwards until you eat to 20 minutes. And then you can just check yourself to make sure, once a week you're eating 20-minute meals. And by the time you do it 3, 4, 7 times, you'll have it down as a habit. It'll be your new default setting. You'll just be eating 20-minute meals and it'll be fantastic. And you'll actually be absorbing the food better because you'll be taking the time to chew it. You'll be taking the time to savor it. So it'll be as if you're getting much more enjoyment out of the same food you usually eat. And studies have shown that just paying more attention to the food, smelling it, tasting it better, has been actually shown to increase the absorption, because when you look and savor your food, you actually trigger the release of more digestive enzymes, things that break down the food, which will help you lose weight, be more nourished, be more satisfied with the food that you're eating, so you don't have to keep eating more to fulfill those needs. That's why this is just so powerful on so many levels. So if you have trouble eating slowly, you can work to make eating more difficult. So this is kind of a fun thing that if you've never tried it, try eating with chopsticks. It'll be awkward, you'll bumble around, but you'll eat slowly. You can also eat more slowly by resting your silverware between meals. Try taking breaks to do some deep breathing or relaxing. Make it more of like a meditative experience. And that's going to be huge, so important. Meditating will help you bring much more awareness and focus to your eating to make better food decisions as well. You can also focus more on the sensation You can count how many bites you take, and do all these different things to really increase the time you take to eat, increase the enjoyment. So you're turning a meal into an experience and not just a rushed, affair in the car on the way to work. So if you don't have time to eat slowly, then what you can do, just to quickly troubleshoot it, is to focus on eating slowly for dinner. Start somewhere. Try to make one of your meals a slow meal, and so you can tap into and train your satiety mechanisms during 1 or 2 meals during the day, so that during your rushed meal, you have better awareness, better understanding of how actually full you are, so you don't end up just stuffing yourself and going on to your next thing. So right now, you've discovered the number one habit for just people who are naturally lean, and you're on the way to mastering that. So I'll see you in the next video.